Hello, everybody. This is Irfan Khan, your CEO at Supernova Academy. It's been some time since I released a video. I thought it's ideal time to do that right now. And first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. I know it's been a tremendous, tremendous year so far. With that said, during the holidays, I thought what could be done in terms of coming back to the new year with an impact, right? With a zest and with an impact, so that we can come in and start running at the same time, right? So essentially, I joined the Chamber of Commerce, local here, Thousand Oaks. And essentially, I've been very, very active since then, of course, right? And so far, I have attended 2 breakfast meetings, and they were very, very enjoyable, very, very hospitable, and also very, very, eventful in the terms of networking, right? So met with many people in all walks of life. The last breakfast actually was about legislative folks being at the breakfast meeting, and I met several mayors of the cities around us. So I mean, when we talk about businesses, we talk about being able to promote ourselves. We sometimes don't remember the fact that we have to work with our legislative friends to make sure that we are aligned and be able to promote ourselves. So I met with 3 of the mayors and essentially talked to them one-on-one. It was really very satisfactory, actually. And of course, as after the pandemic has been has been gone pretty much, there's tremendous interest in coming in person rather than doing in a Zoom call, right? So we had about 100 people in the last meeting, right? So essentially, the format of the breakfast is very simple. You come in, you have your breakfast, you mingle with people. And the other thing I like to mention, that this last breakfast, we are actually able to sponsor a coffee for the breakfast, and which was really humbling because we got announced as one of the sponsors. Right. So again, that's just something similar in terms of getting to know the people around me. And essentially, we are meeting with many, many different people, walks of life. So the Chamber of Commerce, as you know, is a very, like a hub of the businesses, right? So they have like different breakfast meetings. The next one coming up is for healthcare. And then education, and so on and so forth. So a tremendous option to get together, meet the people, and be able to mingle, network, and so on and so forth. So the year started, like I said, with a great bang, and we're running forward with the speed of light, believe it or not. And one of the things I had posted myself on LinkedIn is that Raji Akule, who's the CEO of Merit Cloud, has asked me to join his team as a VP of operations, which is a big honor for me because I first met with him last year, and since then we've been talking to each other, and finally he asked me to join, and I humbly accepted. Right now, what does that do for Supernova? Essentially, it gives us a spearhead in terms of moving forward with a technology, which is augmented reality, to be able to show people how powerful it is, right? I keep saying over and over again that, this is not if, is when, right? And that's true, because the thing is, any new thing that comes in requires some level of awareness, some level of acceptance, and finally able to use it effectively. Right. And I keep saying that medical industry is going to be the most beneficial when it comes to augmented reality, because what you're doing really is you're able to see through a person as if you're doing a 3-dimensional view of the person in real time. For example, it's a combination, you could think about an X-ray, MRI, and CT scan, right? So it's an amazing, amazing opportunity for us to be able to produce something that we can save lives from this particular technology. So the other benefit, as you know, is that you can essentially use AR to perform a surgery, by a professional, or I should say an expert surgeon, who's sitting across the globe and basically managing, or able to work with another surgeon any part of the world. right? So that's how beautiful it is, or how wonderful it is, right? I think I mentioned before, the AR industry is going to reach $1 trillion by 2030, and that's a fact. And the challenge is going to be, there will be shortage, believe it or not, of people doing AR, right? So right now we are in a kind of a flux, because people are saying, oh, so what's new about AR? Because everybody's doing something or the other, right? And the simple answer is, yeah, we have a lot of people doing Facebook, Instagram kind of things, but what we are doing is basically producing something that is real value to human lives, right? So we're going to introduce education based on augmented reality, which is going to be used across different, different platforms, universities, schools, and so on and so forth. And being part of the Chamber of Commerce, I'm able to kind of interact with folks local here, and be able to show what can be done from that perspective. So luckily we have I'm part of the education committee at the Chamber of Commerce, where we have coverage from K through 12. And of course, I'll be talking to few people from different colleges and so on and so forth. So one of the things I am working towards is towards charter schools, where is essentially they have flexibility and also be able to be nimble and agile. So we're trying to work with them and launch something which is going to be very beneficial for us and them, of course. And being close to UCLA Health, we'll be meeting some critical doctors and surgeons next few weeks. In fact, there's a mixer coming up in February on 22nd, which we'll be to attend definitely and be able to interact with these folks. So all in all, we have a lot of work to do, and essentially not enough time, right? And the reason I say that is because there's many things to be done in a short period of time. Also, we are doing some, going to be doing some fundraising activities starting, end of this month, and hope to raise some funds for Supernova as well, and help the community as well. So thank you very much. Welcome back for the new year, and more to come. Thank you.